Hey, how's it going? So in today's video, we're going to walk through AirPods and which AirPods are the best ones to buy for you in 2022. It's got a nice ring to it. There are quite a few different AirPod options out there at the minute. I've recently gone through the process of researching and buying AirPods, so I thought I'd share my thoughts and record a quick video just to walk you through that process. It's a bit of a story. If you are interested in the conclusion, you can skip to the end of the video. We'd appreciate it if you watched the video, or at least gave it a like. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. But if you want to skip to the end, feel free to do so. Now, AirPods, love them or hate them, they're such the norm, the normal way of doing things nowadays, whether you're at a Zoom meeting, at the gym, going for a run, on the bus, so many pairs of AirPods. If AirPods were a standalone company, they would be worth around 240 billion as an estimation. And someone like Netflix is worth 260 billion, and that's just AirPods, so absolutely massive. This isn't going to be a technical review. If you want those, there are lots of videos out there. And the Apple website's fantastic. One of the best websites I've ever been on. And I'll put a link to that in the description if you want to see the tech specs. Anyway, on to my story with AirPods. I've managed to end up with the original AirPods, which are the same as the AirPods 1 and 2 are basically the same shape and everything, just slightly different tech specs. I've only got one of these in here, I'll explain that in a bit. Then I moved on to the AirPods Pro, which don't work for me. And recently I purchased the AirPods 3, which don't work for me either. So somehow I've ended up with 3 pairs of AirPods, and I can only use one pair and one AirPod from that pair. So that's just the way it goes sometimes. But I originally bought the original AirPods when they first came out in late 2016. So this is still the original case actually. So even after 6 years, the case is still in perfect working condition. There's something about the first AirPod case which is just really nice, and the way it snaps back together, it just feels really nice in the hand. And I really got the why behind Apple and why they created these AirPods, and I was so excited, hence I was one of the first people to buy them. And they fit in so well with the ecosystem. My MacBook, my Apple Watch, my iPhone 13 Pro, which is I'm recording at the minute. The whole ecosystem just works. And I really got the why. I loved how small they were, how slimline they were, and they made it super easy to transition from the usual earbuds, which I've actually got next door. Just your typical earbuds, take away the wires, add some functionality in there. Absolutely brilliant. So these are working fine. I wouldn't have replaced them or upgraded, but I did lose the left one hiking. So I looked over a ravine, I guess it's called, or a creek, and the AirPod just slipped out. I was really sweaty, and it just slipped out, went into the water. I tried to get it, I couldn't find it, and it's gone. So that's really sad. I've replaced these, like the buds, once. In the UK, a store called John Lewis has a really good returns policy. So I got those replaced because the battery was dying, but apart from that, they've been fantastic. Love those. Yeah, and I didn't bother replacing it because I love Apple, as you can tell, everything's Apple, but to replace one of these is $125, which I just think is extortionate. If it was like 50 or 60 bucks, I would have just replaced it straight away, but 125 gets you thinking like, oh, I guess this is why they do it, right? Just thinking, should I just buy a new pair or upgrade? Then along came the AirPods Pro. I was so excited when these came out, and so my vision was to have one pair of AirPods for Zoom meetings, running, editing, everything you can think of or you would use AirPods for. These would do the trick because they had active noise cancellation. But the best headphones for me is the Bose QC35, I think they're called. I've had those for like 5 years. And yeah, when I got these, I loved them. Put them in straight away, I thought they were comfortable, but they just don't fit my ears. They squeeze out. When I run, they thud and then fall out. I fall out in meetings, just walking. I tried all the ear tips, it wasn't that. And I just don't like the feeling of pushing it into your ear. It just, yeah, it's not for me. Yeah, I really wanted these to work. I love the idea behind them, but they didn't. So I ended up giving these to my partner, Rach, and she loves them. She can work out in them. But she says that even on calls, they can become painful after a certain period of time. So I think it really boils down to your fit and really just think like, hey, am I comfortable like squishing something in my ear? Because that's how they fit. They don't rest on your ear, which is what I personally prefer. But I guess you don't know until you try them. And that leads me on to the AirPods 3. Actually, let me show the AirPods Pro. So yeah, so these have the rubber tips and they squish into your ear. Oh, these kind of fit, but only for like a minute or so, and then they'll eventually just pop out, which is a bit annoying. But yeah, I kind of really wanted these to work, especially for like running. Yeah, I can already feel them like pushing out. As soon as I smile, they're almost gone. So I don't want to drop those or break them, so I'll put them back in here. But yeah, that's the rubber tip as opposed to the AirPod, which just sits nicely on your ear. These ones you have to grab it and like squish it in, and I just prefer the fit. And yeah, these ones aren't going anywhere, but these ones are going to pop out. So yeah, if the AirPod Pros can fit your ears, I think they're the best on paper, the best headphones for your money. And then along came the AirPod 3. The AirPod 3 pretty much answered all my wish list for headphones because they had everything apart from noise cancellation, which we can get to. I use my QC35s, Bose like on-ear ones for those, which I absolutely love. These ones are meant to just sit on your ear, but the fit is, are they connected to this now? The fit is just bizarre because they're so not secure in your ear. Like I can't even really rest them without them falling out, especially the left one. And it was really funny. When I first got these, I just wanted them to work so badly because they had 6-hour battery life. They had the waterproof, they were waterproof for running and sweatproof. Waterproof? To a certain extent, IPX something, but I wouldn't chuck them in water. It's just if you're caught in a rainstorm, they should be fine. And yeah, I thought these were perfect, but the fit, it just doesn't work for my ears, and I really wanted them to work. I was even running up and down our apartment, it would just fall out straight away. Yeah, so I thought these were the one. I'm gonna have to return these. Apple has an awesome 14-day free trial period, so you can buy something, try it out, even AirPods, put them in your ears, and then return them. So we're gonna do that later on today actually. So I wanted to record this video just to walk you through what they look like and yeah, how they fit in the ears, and just my kind of thoughts on it. So in conclusion, the original wired Apple earbuds, the ones which plugged into your phone, if they fitted into your ears really well, go with the AirPods 2. You do have two options, either wireless charging or not. That's up to you. I would say go with wireless charging, so then you don't have to have a cable with you. They're an extra like $80, $90 for that case, so you really got to think, is it worth it for you? If not, you can pick up the ones without this for under 200 Australian dollars, which is really good value. If the AirPods Pro fit your ears and you're comfortable with pushing them in your ears and they feel good and you can wear them for ages, I'd go with these ones if I could, because they also have noise cancellation, which is actually really good. And the AirPod 3s, I guess if you wanted to try something which didn't go in your ears and you wanted to rest it on top, I'd give these a go. But if you're weighing up between these and the AirPods Pro, I'd go with the Pro. And yeah, if neither of those two fit, go with the AirPods 2. So in conclusion, I would recommend the AirPods 2 for me. That could be very different for you. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do is return the AirPods 3 and I'm going to buy AirPods 2 with wireless charging just for Zoom, running, the gym, just the commute if we ever go back into the office. And for me, I think the AirPods 2 with wireless charging is worth it. But yeah, absolutely love them. Love Apple, but I don't get the why behind the threes. I don't get why they brought out that shape. Would have been really cool, Apple, if you're listening, is if they had that shape and they just shortened the stem a little bit and they made this waterproof, which I'm pretty sure got these quite wet and they've never broken or anything. They don't say they're waterproof, but they're pretty sweat proof. Obviously, if you drop them in the ocean, then they've gone. But yeah, if they made the improvements to this shape, then that would have been awesome. So maybe they'll come back with it. You never know. Take the MacBook, for example. They took the ports away and then put them back in, and I want to buy the MacBook Pro 14. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment to let me know your thoughts on the AirPods and which ones you're going to buy. I'm going to have some links below in the description, that one to the Apple website as well to compare the models. And yeah, I just think they're such a fantastic headphone, like really minimal headphones in your pocket. You really can't go wrong. I'd say the only other thing before I wrap this up is the hinge. For some reason on the one, it feels the best. I don't know why, but it just does to me. And yeah, give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. Oh, on a side note, let me know what you think of this quality for the 13 Pro. It's the first time I'm filming a video on this phone. I don't record these kind of videos on a phone, so I'm really interested. It's so cool how it syncs up to your Apple Watch. You can see yourself in frame. And now I can stop recording from the touch of a button from my watch, which I absolutely love. Awesome. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.